Okay, so let me start attending to what most of us have sent. Okay. Okay, some of us are saying, okay, business leader learning lesson, Mexican drug cartel sleeping out of prison. Okay, I will post what of some of us have posted, and then I will see if it aligns with the main idea. Okay, most of us are actually emphasizing the criminal escape from the prison. Let me see what the main idea is. Yes, most of us escape, escape, okay, escape, escape. Some people have other idea. Okay, let me go into it. Jack, when Guzman, the head of the Mexican drug cartel, for instance, slipped out of prison through a tiny hole in a shower that led to the, okay, I think it is the escape, yes, of the head of drug cartel. Okay, yes, it is telling us how he escaped. The main idea was the escape. Yes, for those who pick other things, I can't copy all the response, but if you have picked the escape, fine, of the head, or you mentioned the name, break from it, it was escape from the prison. Escape from the prison. Escape from the prison. So the main idea here is escape from the prison. And almost everyone that sent in a response got this one. Almost everyone. So I think the message is sinking in properly. Yes, the message is sinking in properly. For those, okay, now I want us to do one more before I take it further to the next level. Escape from prison, yes, main idea. I want us to do one more. Let me see if we can get it consistently. Okay, this is the fourth paragraph. Actually, this passage has 8 paragraphs. Okay, so this is the fourth paragraph. So let me see if you can get it. This is well worded than the one we did now. Please, I like you to pick your main idea in simple phrases, 3-word, 4-word phrase. Yes, that captures the thing. The better, the more you're able to summarize fast, the easier the passage will become for you. Okay. Okay, okay. Let me come back to your answers now. Someone has sent these. Okay, someone sent these. Okay. 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 Okay, I am picking this one, most of us, because most of us are sending quite different answers, and it is quite interesting. Whether you frame it differently, if you get the main idea, it will still be okay. I want to see. Well, okay, okay, okay. I'm trying to pick your messages, but some I'm having issues with the message. Okay, I'm seeing it now. Okay. I'll pick some of us, but I'm going to go over it now. Okay, I've picked this person's one twice. Okay, so I'm going to read it now. I won't pick every one. I can't pick all. Okay, I want to read now. While David Lindley, who had the brand, these are a bit of a distractions that I will tell you how to cope with all these distractions later. Who had brand consultancy strategy for Seattle business design consultancy take condemns, while he condemns an other illegal activity, he became curious as to how criminal group endure. He became curious. I want you to pay attention to something. Curiosity, there are words that have been mentioned in relation to curiosity, like learn, emulate, curiosity. They mean almost the same thing, not directly the same thing, as to how criminals group endure. Even if you are not too sure, look at the second sentence. It says some cartel may stay in business. That is endure. The main idea was how criminal groups endure. Okay, I think the nearest person to this was the person that wrote this, the resilience of criminal to external force, how they endure. Okay, most of us wrote some things, strategy. Okay, I will still accept somebody who says strategy, but it was particularly, somebody said condemnation of illegality. That was the first part of the statement, but that was not where they were going. The person, it is a distraction that you will see under exam condition. He condemns the act. Everybody has condemned criminality from the beginning, because if you look at the first statement, he said, despite the reprehensible side, that is the bad side, they think it can teach. Now, this person, despite the fact that he condemns, he is curious as to how criminals group endures. Then in the second sentence, he started saying some cartel. Most of us, you need to start paying attention to synonyms, because here he used the word criminal groups. Then the second sentence, he used the word cartel. Cartel means a group. So he's using cartel. Now, synonyms is the thing. I have said it. Pay attention to any keyword that is repeated. Some cartel, criminal group. So it was talking about the resilience of criminal group, that is how they endure. So that's the main idea. So that's why I will not be writing anyone. I'll be picking directly the one this person picked. Okay, so that's the main idea of this passage. Okay, I want to see if we can do one more main idea because, and then go into the things, how to handle distractions like this. Yes, how to handle distractions like this, because you will always face them. Okay, I want to give you this one. I want you to tell me the main idea, then we will move into the next stage. Okay, someone has sent in an answer. I'll post the answer. So I want others to send too. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Some of us have posted some very good points, and I'm going to talk about the answer now. Okay, okay. Now, what's the main idea? Reason why legitimate business fail? Yes, that's the main idea. Most of the people, or all of you people that responded, actually got it right. Some people use long extended sentence. I will appreciate if you can start squeezing your sentence. Reasons why legitimate business fail. Legitimate business fail due to, yeah, success requires innovation and ability to adapt. Well, you use the opposite of it, but I want you to grab it, because when question is being twisted, this might get tricky under true false not giving question. Yes, the person that answered with this success. Failure of many, yes, failure. Reasons why they fail. Inability to adapt to change, but the main thing is reason why they fail. Okay, contrast, many legitimate business, but I am paying a serious attention to this word. By contrast means is trying to compare. But yes, I am paying attention because it's starting by contrast. It's comparing with what he was saying before. Okay, he say why they feel, because if you pay attention to what it was saying in other paragraph, it was actually talking about um, the reason how criminal groups endure. It went, that was what he talked about D, but now he's talking about why legitimate business eventually fail. So this is correct. I'll be picking it because this one was one that was brief. Others got it too, apart from the person that used this success. You twisted it to mean the same thing, but I want you to be careful on that reading. They can ask you a question that will give you some problem. So get the main idea the way it is from the passage. Okay. Okay, now let's go into the second part. The first thing is that, and I want to point us to some things. I want you to just read some of the questions. Jailbreak with creative thinking. I'm not going, we might not be able to get the questions now until we get the second one. 5 common traits among rule breakers. Comparisons between criminals and traditional businessmen. Can drug baron escape teach legitimate business? This one possibly we know where it is. Okay. Great entrepreneurs, we don't know yet. How criminal group deceive the law, we don't know yet. The difference between legal and illegal organization, we don't know. Similarity between criminals, we don't know yet. When we go into details, but you will see that you will be able to pick some of them, have an idea, like 17, like 16, maybe like 14. You have an idea of where they could be. That's what main idea does to you. It starts giving you good idea. But when we get into the second part, it starts becoming clearer. Okay. So the first part that we just treated is main idea. The second part that I will treat. So let me recap. Reading structure. Okay, the first thing, the A in this one is main idea. The second thing is key actions and actors. Now, I want us, as we are looking for our key actions, I want the following to guide us. I normally call it the shortcuts. So let me just teach shortcuts first. Okay. The shortcuts, you are looking for, whenever you see the following, you need to highlight them when you are reading. Whenever, okay, you see the following while reading, you need to highlight them. So pay attention while reading. Okay, you need to highlight. They make your life so easy. Number one of them, let me put it in Roman numerals. Number one is name of a person. Okay, that's name, place, thing, anything that is objectified, or terminology. You need to highlight those things because you don't need to cram. When the name of a person, place, thing, or terminology is mentioned, you need to highlight. And when you highlight, you need to, what is said about that thing, or what the person says. Please pay attention. I'm saying it now because it is crucial. It is the crucial part of reading. When you are reading, even if the terminologies are confusing, name, place, thing, terminology. Then when you have fixed it, you try to look for what's it saying about the person or what's the person saying. Okay, the number two thing is dates, age, number, whether it's in percentage, yes, anything, try to uh, identify it. Okay, three, I said it, this one, any keyword that is repeated, yeah, in that paragraph or from previous paragraph. Because under the reading exam, the first thing that you do is main idea. When you have gotten the main idea, you will start looking for key actions and the key actor. These three highlights will help you to easily locate them. That's why I call it the shortcut. As a matter of fact, if you come to me, you are writing an exam in 2 days' time, I'm just going to teach you the main idea and the shortcuts, period. And I will pray and I will tell you bye-bye. You will do well if you pay attention. Okay, so now let's go back to what we've read. We've gotten the main idea for this. So now the main idea is escape from lesson to the learn from criminal escape. So we want to find other key actions. That is, what are the things that surrounds the main idea? In other sentences, we want to find it fast. Okay, I said it, if the name of a thing is Mexican drug baron, you can put it. And what's it? Talking about the Mexican drug baron, escape. Though we've done the main idea, you might not do it for this one. Then July. Under exam condition, you are just underlining. So that is it. Does not appear at first to teach business, but some suggest otherwise. Okay, so now you have picked this lesson that can be learned, but some suggest otherwise. Beyond the morally reprehensible side of some business gurus say organized crime syndicates, that is, they are mentioning, these are key things. That is, they are mentioning criminals, the type of criminals here, because we are looking for key action. Let me do it steadily. I want to slow down so that you can get me. I think I'm getting fast. Okay, so we have picked this from the first sentence, but we've known the main idea. The first sentence is saying something it does not teach, something it teach. You can't write them down. You need to just highlight. Teach does not teach. Okay, so you can just highlight them if you want to highlight. Otherwise means it can teach. So I am highlighting for you. Okay, beyond the morally reprehensible side of criminal work, I have said it, when keyword action is mentioned, any keyword is mentioned again, highlight it. Because they are talking about criminals here, drug baron, criminal, business guru. You need to take note of business guru because corporate board, okay? Organized crime syndicates, computer hackers, what are they doing here? They are mentioning criminals. So you need to pay attention. So when it is mentioning criminals, I say when it is mentioning terminology name, when it's mentioning criminal or thing, what's it saying about that thing? It's saying what they could teach. That's what it's saying about that thing. Or teach about how to also and respond to change. That's what it's saying about those people. two things. Also respond to change. Also respond to change. Okay, so now, if I want to pick my key action, criminal or what they can teach. Under exam condition, you don't need to do what I am doing now, the second part. I just want to use it to explain. Please listen. Under exam condition, you don't need to do what I am doing now. So I am looking for key action. Key action 1. Some say it teach. Some it cannot teach. Teach. Okay. Okay. Some says it can. Fine. Okay. Now key action 2. Criminals. Okay. They mention them. Teach. Also and change. Those are the main things that happen in this paragraph. Those are the main things that happened in this paragraph. So, because he said some say it can teach, some say it cannot teach. Later, he started saying what they can actually teach. Teach, puzzles, and respond to change. Those are the things that were said in the whole paragraph. Okay, you see now, K2. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I just wanted to change this part. Now, I want to go to the second part. I know time is really gone, but I need to lay this foundation. I want to go into the second part. This is the second paragraph. Okay, we've known the main idea. The main idea is the type of lesson that can be learned. Okay, since it is the type of lesson that can be learned, here they mention guru, big corporation. The other time they mentioned the two. You can just highlight them. Yes, big corporation, business leader, the minister. Okay, so he's saying type of lessons businesses can learn from, okay, criminals. Okay, what are the lessons? You can highlight them. Innovation, flexibility, ability to pivot quickly. But you know that things that can be learned from them. Okay, so my key action 1, I would say, okay, names of things or things that can be learned. Because that's what was said, things that can be learned. Okay, he said there is a nimbleness to criminal organization that legacy corporation with large this thing don't have. Says, okay, what is the thing? Says who? Mark Goldman. I say pick name. Okay, what's Mark Goldman saying? He's saying what large corporations don't have that criminals have. Okay, what criminals have corporation don't have. So that is the thing. Okay, they mentioned his position. Don't let those things distract you. Once you've mentioned his name, they mention his position, you can highlight the position. That's what I call the name of place. Maybe the name of a town, the name of the place where the person works, those are place. Okay, while traditional business focus on rules, can you see? They follow, criminals look to circumvent. Okay, he's trying to say what they have, what they don't have, or what they do and what they don't do. Okay, so you can see now, what criminals do, what they don't do. Under exam conditions, you are not doing this K1, K2, K3, but I am using it to explain. So you too, you will do it. Okay, what criminals do and what business don't do. Okay, let me see if I got it right. Sorry. Okay, for criminals, sky is the limit and that creates opportunity. Okay, so it's trying to compare what criminals do, what they don't do. Maybe even the K2 and K3 is trying to say, this is what criminals do, this is what legitimate business do. Yes. Okay, so that is it. Okay, so we have done B now. We've gotten the main idea. We've gotten the key actions. Okay, now when you are reading, if you have gotten the main idea, please, and I've gotten the key action, the next thing you need to do is to check the question. Now, I will say it. After reading each paragraph, you've gotten the main idea, you've highlighted this thing, you need to go to the question. Because you cannot finish reading. Okay, we've done paragraph 1. Does paragraph 1 answer, has any answer been traced to paragraph 1 here? Look at it. Jailbreak with creative thinking. No. 5 common traits. Comparison between criminal and traditional businessmen. I think we've seen something related to this in paragraph 2. Because you just read it, it is clear. Then it's possible you start highlighting this against paragraph 2, but I'm not too sure. Can drug baron escape teach lesson? Yes. This is paragraph 1. Because the main idea in paragraph 1 says criminal escape teach businesses lesson. Okay, so you will see great entrepreneurs, we've only read 2 paragraphs. So it's like 16 and 17 are looking likely to be taken. The difference between legal and illegal organization. Okay, it looked like 16 and 20 are looking alike, so you need to go and check properly. Maybe one is talking about organization or the criminals and the businessmen. Okay, similarities between criminals and startup founders. We've not gotten to this. It is only 16, 17, and 20 that looks likely to have been attended to. So immediately you read each paragraph, go to the question, check the one that has been answered. Okay, now it is 9:58, but I want us to practice with what I have taught. I want you to use this method. Tell you when you start reading paragraph, this one is a short one. Pick the key action, that is, highlight it on your side. Don't tell me. Send. Let me explain it properly. Don't send name, thing, terminology, date, age, number, keyword repeated. Don't send it to me. What it will help you to do is to help you quickly get your key action. Under exam condition, you are not going to write it out, but now you need to tell me so that I see if you are understanding. Okay, so main idea is escape from prison. I want you to pick other key actions that followed. Escape from prison. I'm giving 2 minutes, 3 minutes. We might likely don't send those things to me. Okay, just use them to be able to pick other action outside the main idea as fast as possible. Okay, I didn't ask you to send me the answer. I said, send me the key action. Key action. Yes, I will tell you to look to the answers later. I know that, yes, you could immediately you go into the key action, you will easily, I want to know how easily you spot your key action. I know this one can still, I will still go over it. Somebody said the name, place, thing, and terminology means now, the definition of now. Now is the name of a place, animal, things. Yes, when we did it in physical class yesterday, somebody gave us the acronyms to use the name that is this thing. Where is it? What I said here was now. Now is the name of the person, animal, place, or thing. So the person used it to quickly remember this part. So someone said it now, the person who attended the class yesterday. Okay, so this is the one. Please send in your key action that you picked. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, some of us as okay, so fine. If some of us have sent an answer and I'm agreeing with most of us, it's easily, even us, I'm saying make the name if the place is mentioned. Okay, okay, here is saying this guy escaped from a prison. Look at it. They told us they are describing the place where he escaped. The place where he escaped, they are describing it. Okay. For instance, he slipped out of his prison through a tiny hole that led to blah, blah, blah. So I would say place of escape here, K1, or yeah, place of escape or route of escape. Let me just put route. Yeah, escape. Those of us who send it in little by little. Okay, making a break for it requires, okay, what was required to escape? Creative thinking, long-term planning, and perseverance. So the things that were required to escape. If you are doing it, what you will do is this. Making the break requires, you are just going to pinpoint creative thinking. And it says essential skills similar to those needed to achieve. So needed for big business success. Okay, because it distracts you. Oh yeah, the means of escape, fantastic. And the next thing is how the means of escape, the maybe the skill required to escape. Now, after doing this, I said after each paragraph, you need to go to the question and see which one can be answered. Okay, someone has actually sent me the answer. If you want to send me the answer too, please go ahead. Which one? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Which one do you think matches paragraph C? You know, this is matching task. If you want to send the answer, you can send it. Someone has sent the answer. Okay, another person has sent the same answer. So yes, immediately, okay. Someone sent 15. I do not agree with you. 15, it says 5 common traits among rule breakers. There was no place where traits of rule breakers were mentioned. As a matter of fact, they only gave us 3 things that was required. So jailbreak with creative thinking, actually, because it says it requires creative thinking. That's why you need to use that method, because if you don't use that method, you will likely miss. You can see that C was not targeted at main idea, it was targeted at one of the key actions. Okay, that's why you need to be able to trace. Okay, someone says she can't hear me properly. Are we all having the same problem? Okay, though the class will soon end, because we will start from here the next time. Well, we will continue from this place. Okay, so we can see that with main idea and with key action, if it is not taking us, what you meant by no, I don't. No, I can't hear you, or yes, I can hear you. Let me understand. Okay, you see that immediately you get the main idea, you get the key action, you'll be able to pick your answer. As a matter of fact, the only thing is that I didn't go into details of the answers today. This one has been picked as well. We are trying to compare 16 and 20. We are not sure. We need to go back to the paragraph, because I have not taught you that you need to go into each paragraph, and I was the one that did some of them. So I was not focusing on them. I need to go into the paragraph to see which one was comparing. Was it between criminals and businessmen or the organizations? Okay, when you get the main idea, you get the key actions easily, you will be fast. This is a matching task question. We will continue from here next week, Tuesday. Yes, and for those who have been subscribing, you get questions to practice. Please start practicing reading now. You won't be perfect at first, but you need to start practicing what I have taught. The main idea is what I taught today. So let me recap. Let me recap on how to read. Let me recap. What did I teach today? Let me just do a recap. Before I finish, just give me some moment. Okay, let me do a recap of lecture so that when you have it, let me just open a recap of lecture, and I will say some things I didn't say before of lecture. Before, number one, before you start reading, please check the questions. Yeah, please check the questions. Okay, you will check, for example, this one, this is the first set of questions. Okay, if you go to the next slide, this is the second set of questions. Check your questions to know which question you will be facing. Yes, okay, to know the question type. We'll still treat that, the question types. That's the first thing, okay? The second thing is main idea. After you have gotten the main idea, when you have gotten the main idea, sometimes, as a matter of fact, do the key actions, or find the key actions, find the key action. Okay, okay, of a paragraph, not all. Key actions in a paragraph. Okay, as a matter of fact, then 4, check the questions to see which can be answered. So that is the end of today's lecture. Please go and start practicing. Yes, go start practicing. You will see that if you found reading hard before, it will start getting a bit clearer. By the time we do the next lecture, yeah, I know you will start having a good grasp of IELTS reading. There is nothing hard about it. Just the techniques so that you don't get distracted. Anything that will distract you, quickly highlight them. When you see them, you just come back to it. Okay, so I will be saying good night for everyone who has joined us in the closed class from Zoom and on YouTube and on Facebook. So I will be glad to have you back on Thursday for the writing session. Okay, please join us again and have a wonderful evening.